the Niners are now, they're still the 9 seed, but Arizona's out. Arizona lost to the Rams. Arizona is the 8th seed, and the 6th seed is the Vikings. The Vikings are 6-6. The Niners are 5-6. If the Niners beat the Bills tomorrow, and I think they will beat the Bills, and if you don't know why, I just posted my video, top 5 reasons why the Niners are going to beat the Bills. Check it out. I also wrote an article about it on sportsillustrated.com. Check it out. So the Vikings, 6-6. If the Niners win, they're 6-6, but the Vikings will still be the 7th seed for now, because the Vikings have a better record against NFC teams than the Niners. That is the first tiebreaker, I believe. So the Vikings are 4-4 against NFC teams, and the Niners are 3-5. Okay? So that's saying, in that sense, the Niners could win the rest of their games and not make the playoffs, because if the Vikings also win the rest of their games, they're in. So that's tough. The Niners don't control their destiny. That's the bad news. The good news is the Vikings almost certainly will not win the rest of their games. They have to play Tampa in Tampa, and they got to play New Orleans, I believe, in New Orleans. So that's no matter where they play those games. They could play those games in Antarctica. Kirk Cousins is going to lose. That's how I feel. So those are 2 losses at least lingering out there. No, let's go through it real quick. Let's not guess. Vikings schedule. You tell me. I mean, they're an okay team, but they have to face they got in Tampa next week. Then they got the Bears at home. They'll beat the Bears. Then they got in New Orleans the week after that, and then in Detroit. Detroit's not great, but the biggest problem they had was Matt Patricia. They just got rid of him. That's 3 of their next games, 4 games on the road. I think they're going to fall back. I think if the Niners win 4 of their next 5, they'll make the playoffs, because I think the Vikings are going to lose at least 2 of their remaining 4. At least 2. I think if the Niners lose to the Bills and then win out, they'll make it. But I'm just guessing. It's possible the Niners beat the Bills, win out, and still don't make the playoffs. That's how precarious and hairy things are right now. But it's very interesting. And one thing that's interesting is the Cardinals falling back to earth. I don't really believe in them. They kind of have a couple good players, their quarterback and their wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins. And if you have a way to cover DeAndre Hopkins, you beat them. And I don't believe in their coach, Cliff Kingsbury. Remember, Cliff Kingsbury coached Patrick Mahomes in college and could not win. He got fired from Texas Tech after coaching Patrick Mahomes. Imagine the advantage he had coaching that kid and still couldn't win in the Big 12. Something about him. He's another Bill Belichick disciple who stinks, I think. Maybe he has good ideas. Maybe he's smart, but he's not a leader of men. Doesn't seem. Wasn't a leader of kids in college. So they're falling back to earth. They just lost to the Rams. They got to play the Rams again. They got to play the Niners again. They're not the team the Niners got to worry about. It's the Vikings.